All right, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakathea Hawa, Barakathea Hawa Shai, Barakathea Hawa, Barakathea Hawa Shai, Barakathea Hawa, Barakathea Hawa Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Secondly, I want to give double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. I also like to give another shout out to to the up and coming Elder Kazat of the Men of Israel camp down here in Greenville, South Carolina, whom I teach up under. And I also like to give another shout out to Yusha Sit Akim throughout the four corners of the earth that's pushing his truth and our sincerity and righteousness in these last days. I also like to give another shout out to you Israelite foreigners that's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion, coming back to our heritage in these last days. And I also like to give a quick shout out to you few outward, you sisters out there that's standing in order and doing what y'all need to do in these last days. All right, so y'all like to say shalom, right? And today's video, basically, I'm gonna go into this article that I saw. I believe this article came out. Yeah, it came out the 24th, which was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Well, 2 days ago. But anyway, I decided to do a video on it because we at the point where we need to be talking about prophecy, man. All right, this is what we should be focusing on in these last days, prophecies, man. All right, and I used to get tired of going into the same thing over and over, but it's like we need to bring it out even more, because at the end of the day, you got newcomers coming in, man, that don't know what it is, or you got people out there, that's trying to learn what the MOTB is. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that'd be a damn deceiving spirit on you, a damn Satan on you, wanting you to not go into it as much, And this is what we should be going into heavily, man. These are three things we should be going into heavily in these last days: the MOTB, World War III, and Yahweh Shai coming, man. Right? Those are three things we should be going into heavily, man. Because those are three last prophecies we're waiting on, man. So why not talk about it? You see, that's why I said that'd be a demon on you that don't want you to bring up those topics, man. You see that? But I'm gonna read this article, and Lord willing, the video will be edifying, man. All right, because you got a lot of niggas out there that still can't see that MOTB is that sea help, man. And then you got niggas out there saying, why y'all always going into this? Why y'all always talking about the sea help? Because nigga, this is one of the last prophecies that gotta happen before Yahweh shall return, man. Before those missiles get to hitting, man. You see, matter of fact, like I said, man, we're supposed to be occupied in prophecy, man. I believe that's in Revelations. Let me see, Revelations the 18th chapter, verse 11, if I'm not mistaken. No, it might be in 19. I'm trying to see Slakia. No, it might be in 10. It might be in 10. No. Slakia, bear with me 1 second while I find it. Slakia. Let me try to look it up. Slakia. Damn. Slakia, brothers. A few sisters that might be tuning in. I know it's in Revelations, man. It's like around the 10th of. Okay, yeah, it's in 19. Okay, yeah, I knew it was in verse. Okay, it's Revelation 19. And so, like, if you hear my damn dogs, I don't know what the hell she barking at. Might be seeing an angel or something. Dogs could see spirits and stuff. So, but anyway, Revelation 19 and verse 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not." Because John was about to, basically bow down to the angel. But he was like, hey, man, don't, get off your damn feet, man. He said, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. So the angel telling him, don't do that, man. He says, I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. It says, worship Yahweh. You see that? We're supposed to worship the Lord, man. It says, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. You see that? So for all you niggas out there that's saying, why y'all always talking about the seer? That's because the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. So that's what we're supposed to be going into in these last days. How you gonna call your damn self a prophet and not prophesying, man? Not what's to come, man. So if you got a guy in that spirit, they not right, man, and they need to be checked, man. Because the scripture just said the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. You see that? So that's why we always talking about prophecy. That's why we always going into the sea hill, man. But anyway, let's read this article, man. It says, tired of carrying a wallet that has bank sea help implanted in hand. You see that? We already know what that means. It says a British father is the first in the nation to be implanted with a safety pin sized bank sea help. Ernie Scrokes, 40, paid 350 394 to have the new technology inserted into his hand in Germany. Is this the future for people who don't want to carry a wallet or a purse? Yeah, this is the future, man. This is about to be the future, man. It said, is this the future for people who don't want to carry a wallet or a purse? And guess what? It is. You're going to have a lot of people lining up to get it. Now, people, at first they're not gonna want to get it, but guess what? When they make that thing mandatory and they be like, you got to get your head cut off, niggas going to hop in line, especially you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, because y'all trusting in Egypt, man. You see that? And you're gonna have niggas. Guess what? You're gonna have niggas, 2/3 your celebrities promoting this shit, man. You see, they're gonna make a covenant with the heathen, like it tell you in Maccabees. They did it back in the time of the Greeks, and guess what? They're gonna do it today, Babylon the Great. It says it has been reported that in Sweden, 4,000 people have body sea help linked to their bank accounts, according to Daily Mail. You see that in Sweden, and man, they pretty much over there. They pretty much got it, man. All right, we just waiting for it to be mandatory and all. Well, it's not mandatory over there, but if you want to get it, you can get it. But we just waiting for it to be mandatory, man. All right, it says KSL News Radio Dave and Janovic debate the merits and liabilities of financial implantation. It says, is bank sea hip and body out of hand? I love technology. I have all of the technology, and I want more of it. Dave said, this is where I draw the line, where you are inserting a bank sea hip under my skin, like you're slicing open my skin and you're stuffing one in, and you're stuffing one in, and then sewing it up. Just think of the consequences, Debbie Javoki replied. Yeah, because, the consequences, first and foremost, your ass is going to get judged by the Lord. Second of all, it's going that corona, if I'm not mistaken, is going to cause what is called the radiation from the chip. Not I'm trying to see how I'm saying it correctly, man. Matter of fact, I tell you, it was a grievous sore. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that. Grievous sore. No, it's in Revelation. I think it's like in the 14, 15, or 16 chapter. Yeah, Revelation 16:2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisement and a grievous sore upon the man which had the mark of the and upon them which worship his image. You see that? And if I'm not mistaken, when you go into that word grievous sore, matter of fact, let me see. Revelation 16. Let's go into that word. I believe soar.
Strong's G 1668. Helkos. Helkos.
That word, helkos. It says a wound. And that's showing you right there that the MOTB is something physical, man. It said a grievous soul with of them that took the mark. It said a wound. If you wounded something, you basically cut yourself or you puncture yourself. It says a wound producing a discharge pus by that radiation. You see that? So when you go back to the article, all right, when you go back to the article, he said it's going to be consequences, you know. Where we at? It says, I'm going to just start right here. Just think of the consequences, you see. Slocky, just think of the convenience, David Javoki said. So it allows him to just walk up to a device, you know, like you do when you're checking out at a Target or Walmart or whatever, and you put your hand up against the Slocky, put your hand up against the machine. It's contactless, so you don't have to actually like dig around in the bottom of your purse for your bank card. And see, they already doing that with your phone. With you can put your your bank card on your phone, you know, and pay with your phone. You know, you put your phone up to the little Apple Pay thing, and guess what? It'll do it that way. So how much more, you know, with the C help in your hand? You see that? Because you might forget your phone. You know, you might forget your phone or your bank card. But guess what? You got it right there in your hand. So you don't got to turn all the way back to the house. You see that? So I'm going to read a little bit more. It says you carry your phone with you at all times in all places. Everyone does. That's the microchip. The microchip is in your phone. Just use your phone. Why does it got to be stuffed into your body? He asks. Says the man who continually lost his wallet. Javoki, I'm gonna just say that, shot back. Yes, she acknowledged. You can use Apple Pay to purchase via your cell phone. You see, that's what I was saying. You can pay with your cell phone. But it says, but she says she has hit snags with that method in the past. You have to be at the store that you have to be at a store that accepts Apple Pay. And then sometimes I've tried to use Apple Pay and it says, oh, you need the security code off of your American Express. I got to go digging around for my American Express. This is the way the world is going. And that's right. You see that? That is the way the world is going, because the Lord is about to allow it to happen, man. You see that? So let's go into the scriptures, man. That's all we're gonna read on that. Lord willing, I remember to drop the article and the link. But you already know where we're going. Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls it all, right? He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. So it don't matter if you rich already or you poor, right? It says free and bond, right? Whether you locked up or free, you know, so-called free. It says to receive a mark. You see that? Now, when you go into that word mark, it means what? It's like when you go into that word mark, in the Greek, it's karatma, right? Which means incendiary. It's like it not incendiary. I said it wrong. Let me go into it, man. Basically, me a cutting, man. Basically, meaning cutting. All right. Mark, karatma. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark. You see that? It's stamped. When you stamp something, when you stamp something, you putting your brand on it, pretty much. It says things carve, sculpture, graving the word. When you carve something, you cut into something, right? For Even though we don't celebrate Halloween, perfect example, a damn pumpkin. What do you do with a pumpkin? You carve it. You cutting into it. The same thing they're gonna do with your skin, man. You see that? They're gonna cut into your skin to put that karama in it. That's why he was saying in the article. He was saying in the article, you telling me you have to cut in my flesh? That's what roughly paraphrasing what he was saying. But he was saying that because this is a physical mark. This mark ain't just spiritual or it just that niggas, because niggas like to say it's a spiritual mark. Why the hell can it be spiritual when Esau is going to hand out the mark? And Esau not spiritual, his damn self. And not only that, how the hell can you buy with a spiritual mark? How the hell you even going to know who got the spiritual mark? You see that? Nigga just stupid, man. Not only that, you got niggas saying it's Christianity, which I don't know how the hell it could be that. Niggas saying it's philosophies. Well, if it's philosophies, how the hell you gonna buy a philosophy? Not only that, we all have been into Esau philosophies. His food system, his colleges. You see that? So, and you can't repent from the MOTB. So how can it be philosophies? You see that? So niggas, well, I tell you. Anyway, it says free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, listen, because you have a simple ass minded nigga that would be like, well, what if I get it in my left hand? No, nigga, any hand you get it in or your forehead, you still got it. Because you got to understand, when John, the Revelator, was getting these visions, right? He was seeing people get in their right hand. Why? Because when you look at the world population today, at least about 90% of the people today is right-handed. So when John was getting these visions, he was seeing majority of the people getting in their right hand. That's why he said, or in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. You see? But it says, receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see that? So if you don't take that seal, you're not going to be able to buy and sell. You see that? You're not going to be able to buy and sell. So why you think, they're trying to come out with these seals to put your bank info in? Because when this dollar crash, that's going to be your only way to buy and sell. That's why I say that no man might buy and sell unless he got the mark, because there's not going to be any currency with paper money, man. You see that? But anyway, let's get the judgment. All right. If you take that thing, because you got niggas out here saying you could repent from taking the mark. That's a damn lie. You cannot repent, because once you take that mark, you belong to Esau, man. Ain't no, well, Lord, I didn't know. Well, you gotta understand, the Lord had his prophets out there, but guess what? Y'all didn't want to hear. Y'all didn't want to forbear. You see? It says, Revelation 14 and verse 9, it says, and the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, right, the same should drink of the wine. You see right there, it said, or in his hand. It didn't say this right hand. It said, or in his hand. You see that? But verse 10 said, the same should drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which means hatred. And he should be tormented with fire and brimstone, which is those missiles, in the presence of the holy angels and the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai. You see that? So if you take that karama, that's your ass, man. You see that? That's your ass. Ain't no turning back saying, Lord, I didn't know. Ain't none of that going on. You're gonna be put to death, man. Simple as that, man. And guess what? You got a lot of brothers that's in this truth that's claiming they love the Lord and down for this truth, but guess what? They're gonna fold during that day. So that's why you always want to pray to the Lord, to deliver you on that outward temptation, man. I always pray for that, man. Because I know it's gonna be a tough time, man. You be like, you can't eat, but that's when your faith kick in. That's when the faith come in. That's how you know you're not going to be saved by your works, man. Your works not going to get you in the kingdom. We're not saying that you shouldn't have works, because faith without works is dead. But you got to also The times we coming to, it's gonna all be on your faith, man. Just like Noah, he had faith. Abraham had faith. You see? So on, man. They all had faith. Meshach and Abednego in them, they had faith. They got delivered. Guess what? They got delivered. Daniel in the lion den, he got delivered. So the times we in, guess what? We gotta have faith to what? Get delivered. You see that? So Lord willing, this quick little video was edifying. I'm gonna close out with giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Shalom to the next time. Shalom.